go. Let's go.
So welcome back to NerdTots. We're picking up where we left off last time in our second campaign in the Underdark. We had a little bit of a hiatus, but we said, fuck that, let's just go ahead and play anyways. So it's been a little bit of time. Let's do introductions first, I guess, right?
Sure.
Alright, let's go around the room and everybody introduce yourself, starting with...
013, I am playing Shu, who is the sorcerer. I got beat last time, that's all I remember. Yo, I'm telling you, I got my ass whooped.
Fucked up.
Listen. I got whipped to death. I just got beat, alright? That's why the queen gotta die.
Luca, I play Yinden.
And then...
Adon Tron, I play Harvey Al Birdman. I am also exhausted because some people decided to get my ass in trouble. I'm very pissed off at the moment.
He did die and was brought back. We'll cover that
The
a little more
bitch
in
of a
detail.
priestess resurrected me just so she could beat me some more.
Osiris Gaming, I play Grok. The Fearless is the healer. As terribly as these people are going to die.
And I am Namco Nemesis, your DM for the evening. So we'll start real quick with a recap. So what happened before is our prisoners all of our players are prisoners of the Drow in an underground cavern. They're being used as slaves for menial work, gathering water, mining, and basically anything the Drow don't want to do because they think it's below them is what you guys are forced to do. So our last session in this game, some of our characters decided to push their boundaries a little bit and were promptly smacked down. In some cases, 2 of them were actually killed and then brought back to life by the Drow just so they could further be punished. We had a little bit of a cliffhanger ending at the last bit of it where one of the Drow, who had a little bit of a disfigurement, like a little scar on his face, kind of quietly walked over to the front of the cage that you guys are in and basically asked, like, what would you do if you were given an opportunity to break free, to get out of here, to escape. At the time, it seems like our characters were a little bit interested, but also very, sus at the same time. So they asked him why he was doing that, and he said he wanted what all Drow do, which is chaos. That's exactly where we left off. So, coming back into it, he says chaos, the same thing all Drow want, chaos, and then he promptly turns around and walks away.
Did he leave? Keys?
He was just asking. He was just asking what you guys would do.
Mm-hmm. But he's walking away now. So
Yeah, he's walking away.
So he's no longer like in earshot or anything?
Correct.
Okay.
we should huddle around the mushroom guy again, because remember, he does the spore so we can communicate without words.
And it's technically not magic, so we're okay.
Alright, so we're going to cluster around the tree.
Alright.
And I'll talk.
Okay, so he releases the spores and you guys are able to telepathically communicate.
Hello guys, I'd like to thank you here to this now daily meeting that we're doing of trying to get out of here. Apparently we have a new guard that is trying to see if we want to get out. I say we take his offer. I do not want to spend another day here because apparently they like torturing low birds.
How are we going to get our stuff? That's the important part.
That's a good question.
We should make him give us our stuff.
He's already offering a way out. We just don't know what it is
How
yet.
far away is he?
Far enough to not hear us.
We're in the cage?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh!
Don't you dare!
I can talk to him!
No!
You can't.
No, you
I
can't!
can, but this is going to trigger things.
Don't do it! You're gonna screw us over.
Let us get out of the cage first.
Okay, so as you guys are having this telepathic discussion, we're going to say you hear behind you, because you're closest to the cage, like your back is to it, you start to hear like scuffling. It sounds like a couple of people are wrestling. And you turn around and as you do, you see 2 Drow males are dragging a Drow female in between them. They walk over to the cage, do whatever they do to unlock it with whatever device or key or whatever they have, and then promptly toss the Drow female down into the middle of the prison. Lock the gate and then walk away.
Can I see how they locked and unlocked
I was
it?
just thinking the same thing.
Yeah, you guys. I mean, they had a key.
Oh, it's just like it wasn't some special key, no.
But do they notice the night, or am I the one that notices this?
Well, you heard it, but then obviously as they got closer, everyone was,
Okay.
turned around and saw what happened.
I'm going to step out of the way so that she just falls.
I thought she already just tossed.
Well, I mean, she's being tossed in. We are in the way. I'm just going to move out of the way.
Were we in the way?
I don't know, we're around.
You guys were in the center, so yeah, when she was tossed in, if you didn't step out of the way, she probably bumped into you.
Okay. Do I have like a reaction ability to catch her before she falls on the ground?
Your tiny ass? Sure.
Make a acrobatics check.
16.
So it's easy. you were able to nimbly step to the side and actually cushion her and grab her as she was falling down.
As I do that, I'm like, hey, you okay?
I'm fine.
Oh,
Did you provide consent?
Glad I moved.
what? Can you stand on your own now?
Yes, don't touch me. Again.
Fair enough.
I like this one.
You would. Are you friends with the other drow that's here?
Who are you to speak to me?
I like this
The
one.
guy, the guy that caught you before you fell down?
You are nothing.
I mean, I'm Harvey.
It's very optimistic.
I am.
forgot.
Life is short for me. I have to live it.
So why do they toss you in here?
Who are you to speak to me?
Just a boy trying to get out. I'm trapped in a cage.
You bore me. I turn away from you.
I'm not even looking at you. Okay. I moved. I let you fall. I don't give a shit.
What do we do now?
So is this like, yeah, we get bearings of a time. Is this like around lunchtime, early in the day, later in the day, from like our usual schedule?
I would say probably midday. Sounds
Midday?
about right, yeah.
Okay.
I want to walk over to Sirith. I want to be like, to that bitch. She has information on why you were framed.
He's still kind of got his head kind of buried in his hands. He's like, why should I even bother listening or looking at what you want me to look at?
Because they brought in a drow who can free you and get your name cleared.
He turns and looks over his shoulder and sees a drow female.
Could have been friends.
And immediately, you can see that he is visibly terrified at this point.
Oh.
He's kind of shaking a little bit. And he's like, "Oh my god, this is not good. I don't know why on earth they would have put a drow priestess in here with us. I can't imagine what she would have done that would have. Oh my gosh.
That's a priestess? How do you know that's a priestess?
Her garb, her garments. That's what traditional drow priestess wear. Look, we have to find a way out of here immediately. It's only a matter of time.
We're
before
open
she
to it.
kills us.
We're open to ideas. You've been in a corner, so now that we have your attention, you have a
We're open to ideas. You have given us none.
trying to negotiate. That's a 13-year-old can.
We're open to ideas. You've given us none. If you could give us something.
Given the layout of this compound, our best bet is when we have to find a way out of the cage, obviously. And I did hear what Jorlin, the other drow, said earlier. Just to create embarrassment for the priestess in charge, he probably would end up helping us.
So you trust
The
his word?
problem is, once we do get loose, knowing which direction to go. And I don't recommend north because that would just be getting us closer to Menza Berenzin.
Okay. I'm going to tell him, all right, well, since you're visibly in on this now, come towards the Missalid. We can all talk in secret where they can't hear us.
Fine.
So, everyone, this is Sirith. Sirith, this is everyone. He says we can kind of trust Jorlin just for the fact that he probably wants to embarrass the evil queen bitch that beat the shit out of us.
I feel you on this.
How do we get our stuff?
Well, we can try asking the priestess over here.
And they're all communicating.
Mentally,
on the mushroom.
you're not hearing a thing what we're saying.
Is he not?
Yeah.
She's thrown into the center of the room.
Yeah, so she
Okay.
telepathically, you're in the link. You can hear everything that's going on. You
Okay.
communicate
Telepathically,
your thoughts as well.
welcome to the group, and that's it.
All right, priestess. So we have a potential way out. You just got thrown in. Once we get out, we need to find stuff. You can go on your happy way to live your best life. But until then, you're stuck with us.
You don't have to
That's
take all
it?
day with the thought process.
What is the best plan on getting out? So that way, once we're out, you can go on your happy way.
I mean, unless you plan on like
Do-
enjoying the
Do
festivities.
you want
here.
this to turn into a whole replacement scene? Because I can do that.
No plan. We're gonna get out of here. That's it.
You broke her.
One priestess down.
You speak of escape, but what plan do you have?
We have a potential outsider that will potentially help us get out, but we don't know the layout of the area like you potentially have a general knowledge of this place. If you can at least give us ideas of the best escape routes and where to potentially find our gear or gear in general, that will give us the greatest chances of survival of getting out once we get out of this cage.
So still no plan.
We're
Do you
working
know
on
Jordan?
formulating the plan.
You Trump answered that.
Yes.
plan.
Do you
You
know?
really did. Danced around the whole.
Do you know Jorlin? Scar on his face. Doesn't seem to like priestesses that much.
Why?
He's our way out.
As they're having this conversation, going back and forth, you again start to hear footsteps approaching towards the slave pen prison cage.
Guys, I should let you know, I feel like someone's coming up this way. It may be the fact that I can't see that well here. My other senses are getting better.
For the record, it's
He's over there using sonar.
for the record, The drow can tolerate, normal light sources. It is dimly lit inside this cavern. You guys can, you can see.
Mm-hmm.
There are a couple of torches spaced out that create enough light. Not to mention the cavern itself has some luminous fungus that's kind of growing on the wall, so that's adding a little bit of natural light as well. That's specifically to make sure whatever slaves they do have are productive.
Yeah, somebody's coming this way.
As somebody is coming, I'm going to back up. Not outside of the cloud, just away from the door.
Is the cloud visible?
It's like spores initially and then kind of goes away.
All right, so you got a few seconds to figure out.
I'm getting nothing out of her, so I have no fucking clue.
The bird says someone is coming. We should move.
Where? We're in a cave.
Away from the door.
I'm already away from the door.
All right, so at this point,
I'm further away.
Just act like we're doing nothing.
6 drow guards walk up with the second in command priestess, Asha, who points at both of you and says, "Come now, there's work to be done."
As long as it's not torture.
And I grunt and move forward towards the door.
All
I
right.
go along.
So the 6 guards escort you to the...
Are there any other guards around besides those 6?
No.
So there's no one else in the vicinity that can see us?
You
Well,
are
no,
still in the
there-
cave.
there are two...
That's what I'm trying to ask. Like,
Sorry, yeah, they walked
Don't
up,
do
but there's
magic
still
again.
a couple of guards on the other side of the little walkway that can see you, that occasionally are looking, but they can't see all the way inside.
Do you
so
have
we
a character
shouldn't
that you
boop
just-
anybody on the head yet. That was going to be my plan. Obviously, this priestess doesn't care that Asha over there is now the new priestess.
Yeah, but we don't know if that was a chain of command.
Asha is the
Doesn't matter.
second.
I'm just trying to pour salt in the wound.
Oh, you're talking directly to me?
Telepathically, yeah.
We're walking out.
Yeah, we're walking out of the cage.
They're escorting you over to one of the big spires that are hanging, one of these stalactites hanging from the ceiling. This is where your cage is right here, right?
Okay. So I would.
So they're bringing you this way over to this
Okay. That's what I was
stalactite, and the second room in the middle. All right, so they take you there, and you can immediately tell that this is, if it's not Asha's room, it's Ilvara's, because it clearly
get
is
concubined?
adorned in the finest, luxuries that can be had in the Underdark.
It's all about the beat, baby.
Just drop the pants.
He's not wearing pants.
Asha points at both of you and instructs you to clean everything. Quick,
Is she gonna give us something to clean, or?
just clean.
Alright.
All right. So when I look around, is it like what? Clothes on the ground?
Cleaning
Like
is not
what
cleaning.
are we looking at cleaning here right now?
All right. What you see is
You have no help.
there's black mesh resembling a spider's web extending from a central spot in the ceiling out to the walls, then draped down kind of like curtains.
13.
There's thick woven mats that cover the floor, almost like a very plush carpet. It's covered, and there's a low platform kind of built into the side of it with like lots of plush pillows, cushions, and everything to kind of make like a very diva bohemian looking bed. One side of the chamber contains a small table and 2 chairs, more than likely where studying or eating or whatever is done. There's a heavy chest of black stained zirkwood that sits at the foot of the bed.
Is she staying in the room with us?
Asha walks away, but the 6 drow guards are standing there. 3 of them at the front door, or at the entrance, and the other 3 are in the room with you, watching you.
Okay. Are they like in direct earshot of us?
Yeah, they're 10
I'm
feet away.
I'm gonna grab the
At
rug
least.
off of the ground to pick it up and start shaking it really heavy to just get the dust out of it. Because she didn't say specifically what cleaning, and you give it an orca cleaning task. So
Okay.
shaking the rug.
All right.
I'm gonna go over to like the desk area that you mentioned and see about organizing the notes and the books. And while I'm there, I'm gonna see if I can maybe take a peek at the books and notes as I'm organizing.
And you're gonna try to do this sneakily.
As he's doing it, I'm going to start shaking the rug heavier.
Sleight of hand
and
with
getting
advantage.
dust out.
Sleight of
I
hand
like
with
it. I like
advantage.
it.
While
I
I'm
like
doing
it.
that, can I still converse with her in the cage?
Absolutely.
So obviously being a priestess didn't work out. How about being a queen?
I'm a priestess.
Why not be a queen and control your own priestess? Is plurals. I don't know words.
18.
Okay.
It's an intriguing idea.
The guards that are actually in the room with you will come back. They're a little like pissed and like disoriented from all the dust that's being knocked up. They immediately, 2 of them grab Brock
4 letters.
and then shut up. And then drag him outside, basically yelling at him and chastising him for being a dumbass and shaking out the rug inside the room.
You said clean, I clean.
It's our fault. We obviously didn't tell you to use common sense.
You said clean, I clean.
Well, you're outside now with the outside of the room with the rug, so you
Yeah.
can continue doing that if you want.
Gonna-
There's currently only one guard in the room with you right now, Harvey. You were able to take a look at the notes and everything.
Okay, so what do I see?
Do you read? Can you? Do you?
What languages do you know?
Can you read?
Do
Are
you
you?
speak undercommon?
No undercommon.
No undercommon.
I got Draconic Common, Aron, and Arakakra.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, you're looking through. You don't really see anything that jumps out at you, except the last page you actually glance at. You see a drawing of the exact same kind of chest that's at the foot of the bed. There are arrows kind of pointing to certain points on it, and some more writing that you can't make out.
I'm gonna, while I'm outside, I'm gonna start smacking the rug against the wall.
Okay.
Very loudly.
All right.
just
Like a big ass orc Cinderella.
Yep.
And we're going to pause right there real quick. You guys want you to be able to finish
Yeah.
your conversation. And as you guys are talking, you can hear this like...
That's not.
And then like
and grumblings of
screaming in the background. You said clean, I clean.
I was just proposing you be a queen instead of a priestess. Have people under you instead of getting treated like this. We escape. There's a prince with us. We persuade him to give you what he has. You now become a queen and get your revenge later on. But that only happens if you can help us escape once we get the assistance from Jorlin and get this cage opened. We just need to be able to navigate from here to an exit point.
I will consider your proposal.
I'll help you out along the way to get what I've proposed. That's all I got.
Okay. So, come back to you guys.
Yeah!
Alright,
I know you want to be a queen.
Alright, so I got the one drow guard.
Yeah.
Is he distracted, like looking every now and then outside the
He's
door?
briefly kind of turning his head and coughing. So he's watching you, but
Can we
not
see them?
intently.
Intently. Okay.
Can we see them or no? They kind of went
No,
around.
No.
dude, we're like,
No.
oh, you are over here.
Yeah.
We're all the way over here in the second chambers.
Okay.
Yeah, so...
So we're in a whole new room.
They went like around a corner and stuff. Gotcha.
Oh,
okay.
So we can still. We're still kind of in earshot with loud
Earshot,
noises,
yes.
but
Yeah.
Barely.
Can't
Like
see
we can
them.
hear the banging, but we can't hear like what he's saying or general talks.
Okay, so after seeing that and recognizing the chest, I'm gonna like start dusting the furniture and make my way to the chest area and see if I can start dusting the chest to see if I can like look at those points that were like the arrows were drawn to,
Okay.
and see if I recognize anything around there, or see if maybe there's like a pressure or something special about the chest, you know, like a puzzle box kind of thing situation.
I'm gonna show the guards the
Does that make
clearly
sense?
fucked up rug. And be like, clean!
Perception?
He's been beating
Okay.
the rug to clean it. Now I'm
Right.
gonna show
So I'm
them.
gonna show it to him that it's clean.
Get bigger.
And
Mhm.
perception.
Actually, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because you're looking to just see if there's anything special on the surface of the...
Yeah, around those points that
you
were
can't feel it at all.
they were marked.
Gotcha.
22.
For
Hey,
22, you get a chance to inspect it, and you're still doing a good job of not making it too obvious. You can tell that it's a magical chest, that there probably holds a lot more than what it looks like as far as like physics and spatial relations are concerned. And you also notice that there are a few points on it that are almost in the area you saw on in the journal, in the book, that look like they could be set with some sort of trap or like poison dart or something along those lines. And at this point, Asha walks back in, dragging you with her, and then says it's time to go clean the Quaggoth pit.
That's the gorillas.
And then they escort you guys out and they take you down to that area. Alright, and as you guys approach, you notice that there's only one Quaggoth actually in the center. The other ones are probably out working and doing other slave work for the drow. They have a big pile of what can only be considered Quaggoth dung
1-0.
in the corner, and you've been instructed to basically slop it into some buckets to dispose of it. So get your hands dirty.
You said there's one Quaggoth in the
Right,
area.
Yeah,
as
it's
well.
just kind of laying in the middle,
Are we
kind
in
of sleeping.
Oh, it's just sleeping.
So we're in the cage. Are the drow in the cage with us?
Yeah, you've got the 6 drow that are
All
watching
6
you
of
this
them
time.
came inside the
Correct.
cage, or they're...
There's just like they did last time. There's 3 at the entrance of the Quaggoth den, like the little alcove that they have, and the other 3 are in with you. They are, however, sticking to the sides, keeping their distance because they don't like the smell.
Drow do not like the smell of Quaggoth dung.
I start scooping the shit with my hands, putting it in buckets.
Is there a tool in the room? Like at least like a push broom or like a shovel?
Nope.
There's not.
You just have the buckets.
There's just the bucket. Okay, I can use a bucket. Okay, thank you. I'll grab the bucket and I scoop with the bucket rather than using my bare hands. And then where are we disposing this bucket?
You're filling up the buckets, and then once they're filled, then they're gonna come back and get you. But I'm gonna pause there real quick and then come back.
Okay.
And so Asha walks back over to the front of the slave pen, the cage where you guys are, with another 5 drow with her, a different group, obviously, and points to both of you and says, "Come, I've got work for you."
Oh, you're serious?
I said now.
All right. I get up and I'll start walking, but I want to make eye contact with Sirith and be like, and just keep walking though.
He just briefly nods at you.
As I get up, I glare at Asha.
She glares back. And she glares back and says, "You're a disgrace."
Interesting. Okay. So where are we off to, ma'am?
They escort you down to the Quaggoth pen, and then Asha's like, "You're gonna grab the buckets, and we're gonna go down to the cavern floor to dispose of it."
You just see a barbarian just scooping shit with his hands. Just.
Oh, so this is great. So shit's gonna help me escort shit out. Fantastic.
Wait, what?
I point at Asha and say, so shit is gonna help me escort shit out. This is great. I like how this works.
Can we hear him? Are we?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you guys are at the pen.
I don't know where you're at.
Well, no, what? The Quaggoth.
We went to the pen too.
Right.
Oh, you went to the Quaggoth?
They brought us to the pen.
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
So whatever buckets you're filling, we're then grabbing and taking them down.
Okay.
So I was saying to Asha specifically that I'm glad that you, shit, is going to escort me, escorting buckets of shit. Basically just calling her a piece of shit.
How many buckets are there?
We'll say 4, so that way you guys can carry one in each hand.
How much of the buckets
As
weigh?
you go to grab a bucket,
Do I get a stick to hold the bucket?
Nope.
what's your armor class?
Me or him?
Oh, me?
It's always you, John.
Asshole.
12.
So you get hit twice.
Wait.
Die again.
Remember, they sense your magic even when you're outside.
Right, don't do it.
Shield.
Oh my god.
God damn it, John.
I took shield as a spell and I can use it as a reaction.
Alright. So what does shield do?
He's outside.
One reaction which you can take when you're hit by an attack or targeted by a magic missile spell. Invisible barrier of force appears and protects you until the start of your next turn. You have +5 to AC, including against the triggering attack, and you take no damage from magic missile.
So 17.
But it's verbal and semantic, and there are no components.
So
Okay.
it's AC,
So you quickly cast shield, and both of the attacks end up hitting this magical barrier that just popped up.
I'm gonna pretend though. I'm gonna pretend like I got hit. And drop.
Okay, so
That's a
deception.
I'm good at deception. 7 + 4 is a 12.
That's not a 12, that's 11.
11. Tired and I'm drugged. My math not too good.
God, you're gonna die.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So that obviously your deception did not work.
Shit.
And what Asha does at this point is she really quickly casts conjure animals, and 2 giant spiders pop up out of nowhere, boop, right next to her. She simply points at you, and then they come over and make an attack.
Oh, okay.
We're watching all this, right?
Wait, so
I'm skipping shit.
who attacked me? Her or the soldiers?
The spiders.
Spiders.
No, but originally, did she attack me first?
She did.
Okay, so technically, are we in combat?
I mean, we can do that if you
I'm
want.
just asking because I want to know if I get a turn too.
I
I'm a reaction.
want to make it a turn,
Alright. So do me a favor.
Oh my
Go
fucking
ahead
god.
and roll
Initiative.
for initiative.
Holy fucking
Okay.
shit.
21.
Okay, so as soon as the spiders are summoned and you see them, you can go ahead and take a turn.
Cool. I'm gonna cast. It's a cantrip. I'm gonna do Sword Burst. It's an instantaneous. It's verbal. I create a momentary circle of spectral blades that sweep around you. All other creatures within 5 feet must make a dex save of 12 or take 1d6 force damage.
Oh, we're not in 5 feet.
I don't know.
No, we're in the
Right?
cage. He's surrounded by drow and spiders.
No,
All right,
that's
so
what I'm
one of the
saying,
spiders
like,
takes how much
distance
damage?
between-
They
We're
take
D6?
1d6,
We're
which is
definitely not
5 force damage.
Okay. So the spiders, one of them evades the
This
attack.
hurts me as the
The
healer.
other one does get hit and takes a little bit of damage.
Yeah.
That my party member can't be healed and has already died once. You're hurting me.
Hurt him myself.
You're hurting my soul.
Listen, if they
I tried
weren't
to be nice this turn.
if they weren't so thin-skinned, this would be fine.
I tried to be nice this season. I was like, you know what? We really fucked ourselves season 1. We need a healer. And here we are, fucking ourselves again.
Not my
Your
fault. I'm a
healer's
great magic
impaired.
boy.
That's like your crutch. I have magic. I must use it.
All right. So both of the spiders are going to attack. Actually, one's going to attack. The other one's going to do web.
Okay, I still have shield up though, because that lasts until the start of my next
So,
turn.
22?
Oh wait, so I guess because I use that reaction, then my turn, so shield is technically
Yeah.
gone.
Ooh.
22
Hits.
hits.
You,
Okay.
You did. You did
broke-
one.
you
you
broke-
broke,
7
you broke
damage
your
from
magic
that,
gathered yourself.
and the other spider is going to do web, which is a 21.
Hits.
So that hits. So you're restrained by webbing.
Okay. Kinky, I love it.
Yep. Okay. So you're restrained. You've taken a hit, and now we're going to go back to Asha's turn. She hits you twice, and that's going to be a total of 10 damage.
Ugh, I'm out. I'm down.
Plus 17 poison damage.
Oh.
Jesus. Oh my God. Hold on.
What's your total HP? Max.
Was 28, but I get
God.
17.
Yes.
17 to your -2.
That's killing you, bro. That's
17.
more than half.
Yeah, that brings you down to 19 negative.
Yeah. So when is it that I die?
When you go
Past half, right?
It's
past half negative, yeah.
So half is 14, and I'm at 19.
Yeah, so you're dead.
Son of a bitch! Where's the assistance? Help me!
You the one that did the stupid ass magic.
Ninja!
And you asked for initiative too.
So,
To exclude everybody else.
Right.
so
You were like, fuck everybody, I'm gonna do this
Asha
myself.
obviously sees that you're dead. She points to a couple of the drow guards to grab your corpse and take you down the hall. No one else knows where you've been taken.
Massage a happy ending is what I deserve now.
You need a new character.
And as as they're dragging your body by her, she swiftly kicks you in your dead ribs.
Asha's on my shit list too.
Can you have a shit list when you're dead?
Maybe his dying.
If I can shit myself while I'm dead, I can have a shit list.
Well, they can bring you back though.
It could be his dying
Yeah.
thought because he's like, this bitch killed
That's
me.
what they did last time.
No, I'm saying they can always bring you back.
Oh my god.
Thanks.
Okay, so
Irritated.
anyone else got any other bright ideas?
No, I'm still shoveling shit.
I'm
Fucking-
talking about they're so
Alright.
goddamn sensitive.
All right, so she's told me to pick up the pails too, right?
Yes.
All right, so I'm not gonna do it at first. I'm just gonna look at you and sneer at you.
She looks back at you and crosses her arms, and then lightly touches a pouch on her side.
As this
Are you
happens.
sure you want to do this?
As
I
this
glare at her again as I slowly bend down and pick up the pails.
As this happens, a pail
Smart.
of shit just flies out.
First smart thing you've done today.
No, it wasn't.
And-
Smarter thing would have been help.
Now, did we witness all that happening as we were
Oh, yeah.
shoveling?
Right,
Okay.
so like as that interaction is happening, just a pail of shit is
Why
what
do I
shit
have the
picks
worst
up.
teammates? I just want to ask this question.
How do you pick that kind of fight?
Why
They're
did
big fight. They
Exactly.
started it. It's not my
you
fault. They're
started it.
sensitive.
We're
You
in the
could've-
Well,
cage.
here's the thing though. You were
You
trying to
not
prove
die?
to me
I would
that
like-
you're smart enough to get out, and then you did something stupid.
As the DM, I would like to kind of pause and point out that the whole reason that you got killed the first time
For the same shit.
was exactly for what you just did right now.
It was exactly the
Yes,
same
it
shit.
was.
That's the whole
Okay.
reason
Oh my God,
he got
yes, it
killed
was.
too.
Let me-
Mouthing off to drow.
I'm just gonna say this.
I was not trying to mouth.
I'm gonna say this. I'm 13.
I'm younger than you.
13s are capable of learning. I'm just saying.
You're
But-
middle-aged.
We're
Come
angst.
on.
Also, too,
Yeah, but birds.
you saw how my interaction was with you. I don't take no bullshit. That should tell you that they damn sure don't take no bullshit.
Well, Asha's on my shit list now too, so y'all getting on the list too.
That's if you get resurrected. Anyways,
now.
So now that there's one less person to carry the shit buckets, Asha points at both of you along with her and instructs you guys to grab as many pails as you can and to follow the drow guards down the walkway.
I pick up one up under me, and then one in my hand, and then one.
What a go-getter.
I'm a big guy.
Is that, I say I can pick up 4 if I have a stick to help pick up the other buckets.
No sticks.
I got 2.
2's fine.
I have maybe 3.
Also,
One for-
2.
2, okay.
Oh, we have 2. Oh,
Is he already drugged? Is he already like gone?
He's been pulled away,
Gone.
yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Alright, so as you guys are being escorted down the walkway, it looks like you're being taken to the lift that's going to be able to take you to the cavern floor. As you're walking by that stalactite that you guys were cleaning earlier, you can hear a lot of commotion in there, and it sounds like Ilvara's in there screaming at Asha. Like they're clearly having some sort of argument.
I'm gonna look at it and drop the pail that's under my arm. Just be like, ah, and then it just drops.
Alright.
Just drops on the lift.
So
It's
two-
just shit that just
Well, you're not at the lift yet. This is when you were walking. Or so you're saying you're doing that when you're on the lift?
Yes.
Okay.
on the lift. I drop a pile
All
of
right.
shit.
So 2 of the drow guards kick you and then tell you to clean it up.
Clean it up, shit. And I'm gonna put the buckets down, and I'm just gonna start scooping shit, and like miss the barrel, just fucking, cause we're going down, right? So
No.
there's momentum. I'm just fucking chucking shit off of the thing.
You're trying, whatever. All right. And now when you guys get to the bottom, you see that all of the other prisoners are down there with you as well. So at this point, the slave pen's completely empty.
Oh, we're all down there.
You're not.
You're the resurrection.
You're dead.
You're the
So as you guys get to the cavern floor, you see that everyone is down there with you. Some of them are off in the corner, with kind of picking at the moss on the side. I guess it's edible. So you guys are kind of. Some of them are grabbing food so that you guys can eat later. Some of them are maintaining some of the entryways. Everyone's basically at work down there.
Were there any drow that were directly at the bottom of that lift?
Yeah, there's at least 15 down there.
Did any of them get hit with that shit?
No. None of them were standing near the lift. It's not safe to do that as it's coming down.
Gotcha.
So you guys get down there and you spend maybe a couple of hours doing more manual labor, cleaning up things, cleaning out the pool. There's like a little waterfall, like a river that kind of comes down and creates a little pond or whatever at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see it. So you spend a couple hours doing that, and then you're rounded back up and taken back up in the lift to go be taken back to the slave pen. When you walk in, you see him chained to the side, his arms completely pulled out to the side. His legs are also chained down. He can't move. And you can see that he's barely breathing.
We had a good time.
Barely breathing.
You're on strike too.
And you're going to have 2 levels of exhaustion.
They're gonna blow
Dude,
you up
that's
there,
fine.
so-
I'm down to 1.
At least you're alive.
I'm just gonna look at them with like one of that came like, we had a fun time. They're really kinky.
You hooked up to a milking machine.
Alright, so as you guys are huddled in, you see he is a mass of bruises.
What does
and,
my HP go to then? Just like 1? Am I 1 HP?
Cuts and scars and bruises and bleeding gashes cover his entire body. So it looks like what has happened in the hours that you guys were cleaning was he was obviously resurrected and then beaten again to the brink of death.
Oh, my hand's still covered in shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Am I still with them?
No, you're
Yeah.
with us now.
Yeah. Everyone was
We're all
brought up
back
yet.
together.
Okay.
He's profusely bleeding.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna walk up to him and I'm going to wipe the shit in my hand over his wounds so that they stop bleeding.
Pause on that.
Hold up.
Where
I'm trying to get.
are there guards anywhere around right now?
Yeah.
Okay, how close are they?
There's maybe 5 or 6 of them. They're at the entrance after you guys have been herded in.
So
How close would you say they would be, far as in feet wise?
15 feet away.
A question. Wherever they fixed me, was it the same chambers before or a different one?
You can try to maybe you roll for that. Maybe history.
I would think history because it's
Actually,
like
no.
memory, right?
Let's do intelligence. Just straight
Okay.
intelligence.
Straight intelligence.
You got none.
That's a 13 total.
You know that you were somewhere in the middle of the walkway. You can't tell exactly where, but you were. You've been beaten to.
But we did
To
hear
hell.
yelling and whatnot from the chambers that we were in.
Yeah, the yelling that you heard when you were walking by, however, was between the two drow priestesses, Ilvara and Asha.
Okay. All right. Are you really rubbing shit in his wounds?
Yes. He's bleeding.
Wow.
The
Okay.
worst healer
So-
ever.
Yes.
The worst sorcerer ever.
Damn, so my speed is half and I have disadvantage on ability checks.
Can I do?
The shit will dry, and it'll be like clay.
And I'll get sepsis.
I can do a spell. Can I do a spell and a cantrip?
I mean, you can try. Yeah.
You could be
Okay.
the first person that's tried this inside of a cage.
I will tell you this. You know, as a drow, you know how these things are run, and you're almost certain that there is an anti-magic field in the slave quarters, the pen that you guys are kept in. So, knowing that, you're certainly welcome to try, but you're mostly certain that it's not going to be successful.
Ooh, so I'm conscious. Can I ask Groot to help me out?
Our
Mushroom guy?
mushroom friend.
I wonder
Oh.
if he has any like spore stuff that might help. I'm rubbing shit in my wounds.
If he's gonna put spores
Is
on
he,
you,
first of all, is he close
then they
enough
need
to
to grow on something. And this shit is
No.
It'll help.
I'm gonna profoundly say no and try and move, but I'm chained. But I'm like, no shit.
It'll help the
He
spores.
does,
Stop
but
moving.
No.
It'll
Stop
help.
rubbing
Stop moving.
shit. I can't wait to kill you.
No, they don't. Yeah, I don't have.
By the way,
Doesn't have anything.
I can
Alright.
actually bring you back. You'd stop.
I wouldn't be able to use
yourself.
my third level. I don't want to say it,
You can try, but anything that's magic.
even if it is to.
It's not gonna
Yes.
Okay.
It
I love
wouldn't
the
work
mystery.
in there. Like you're fairly certain because you know again you've
Yeah.
actually been on the other side,
Looking at.
corralling slaves
work.
yourself.
So this is where we are. Here, no magic work. Outside magic work.
I understand that.
Here, no magic work.
All
It
right.
also
So
sets off an alarm.
after you guys
I
are
get
kind of
beat.
gathered in there and you've had a few minutes to kind of like think about what your options are, and try to help your friends by smearing shit on their open wounds.
It'll dry, it'll
What
dry.
ends up happening is you hear some more footsteps, and then Ilvara walks around the corner, and she's got Asha right next to her, who looks like she's been kind of chastened a little bit, like a little bit regretful.
Good.
Asha is of course standing there. She looks at you. You're kind of in and out of it. She looks at him, Shu, nods to him, and then looks at the rest of you and says, "I'm not going to waste any more restoration or resurrection spells on you weaklings. The next one of you that dies will stay dead.
I would strike 3 for you.
Just gonna smile.
This one, however, was brought back simply to be beaten almost to death again. You will learn the ways of the drow are not to be ignored or dismissed."
Oh, it's gonna get me in trouble, but I can't help it. I'm gonna smile like she means I'm her favorite.
Hardly. All right. At this point, she's still kind of glaring at everyone around the room. Turns her back and then walks away.
Wait, can I get his chains off?
No,
He keeps rubbing shit in my wounds.
that's your problem. And then she instructs 2 guards to wait directly at the entrance now to the slave pen, and then walks away.
Is one of those guards our guard friend?
He doesn't. No, they don't look familiar. They don't have that distinctive scar.
As she is looking away, I have a face of disgust on me.
You should. I have shit on my wounds now.
He's got a face of disgust.
Room smells like. Listen, the room smells
He
like
is
shit.
disgusting.
You guys look like shit. Covered in
But I'm
shit.
shooting that look towards her.
It's
as
a
she's-
survival
You guys
tactic.
have a
You'll
little
be
bit
fine.
of downtime. You have a little bit of downtime before sleep is going to overcome you. While you were working downstairs, I will let you guys roll to see if you found anything or were able to pocket it. But because of the actions of one of your friends, the guards were on high alert. So anything that you do roll is going to be with disadvantage.
So investigation.
Yes, investigation.
Disadvantage because you're welcome. You roll 2, fool. See if you find.
I got 6.
That's
Is Jim Jar the fish guy?
No, Jim Jar is.
I think he's the lunch guy.
What do we
Or is
roll?
that another drow?
Investigation.
Or did I just nickname someone Jim Jar?
No, Jim Jar's a deep gnome.
If you're on
The one who
Oh, yeah.
was kind of playing with the coins
You
and
what?
seemed like he
You're on
was
D&D Beyond, just
I'm
have
really
the-
interested in
the plus
gambling.
0.
I thought that was Pepito.
The plus
Pepito
zero?
is
Yeah.
he's the Darrow.
Oh,
God.
That way you
Okay.
don't have to add a modifier, it's automatically added.
Gotcha. Okay. Jim Jar's him.
So I rolled a 6, he rolled a 7.
Pepito is the
Luca?
we
Darrow.
rolled a 13.
That's your at disadvantage. So
You gotta roll twice and go
roll again,
lowest.
take the lowest. Roll again, take the lowest.
12.
I should probably okay 12. I will roll for. We'll say I'm gonna roll for.
This guy.
Jay's character.
Silent warrior.
Oh shit, 15. I don't know what his perception.
Wait, is it disadvantage though?
His
Yeah,
He
I rolled a
did- he rolled
15 and a
twice.
16 or a 19.
You can pull it up.
Okay.
I can pull it up.
If you could, yeah, just let me know.
I got it.
Then just add it to 15, and
How
then
much I miss pizza.
I think that's all the actual player characters.
Here's chicken wings.
I can't
alright,
have
yes,
pizza.
it
So-
Chicken wings.
I know.
Investigation?
Yes.
Okay. Investigation is a plus 0.
Can you have it?
Okay, so
Oh,
here's
you
the
got a
good news.
15, you got a
So
12.
that's why I drink.
The spirit of Jay is with you guys.
They
I
try
rolled
and
for him.
Attack the Don.
Huh?
They're trying to attack the Don.
That's not Jay.
with us.
That's not Jay.
I mean his perseverance and will.
Again, that's not Jay.
He's been very quiet, obviously, this entire time. But he starts giggling over in the corner. Right? He's giggling and he's holding something in his hand and giggling, and he turns around and shows it, puts his hand out there and shows everyone who's now looking at him, and you guys see a key in his hand. Alright, so a little bit of a cliffhanger there, right? So it looks like someone actually got their hands on a key. The only question is it going to work?
Dun dun
Who
dun.
knows? But come back next time and you'll find out.
Let's go.